And how are you guys doing? Because I just wanted to know that we've completed 2 weeks of training. We have covered our drawing concepts. We have done at least 6 different projects. So if you are not able to do any of the projects in that from that week, do let me know. Please don't be quiet, because what happens is when you're quiet, I'll not understand, because I need to see your submissions, and only when I see the submission, I understand whether you need to redo certain works. Do you lack certain skills so that you can practice more? And if you're doing great, then I'll definitely give that comment as well as a feedback. The second week was mainly about perspective drawings. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. We covered 3 different concepts, and we also understood what is a still life. I have given a couple of documents as attachment. Please download whatever is given to you. Those documents will talk about how to compose a still life. I mean, how do you arrange? First of all, to understand what is still life, and how do you see still life? Because after perspective is one of the important factors of still life, because you need to be very aware of how are you looking at those objects, whichever is in focus. Because in still life you will definitely have a particular object which is like a bigger in size, that is a focal point, and the rest of the objects are around that, so it is kind of supporting, and you need to put that into a frame. And that is, again, if you go into the document and you check step by step what is the, if you want to just refer something and do it, that is always the first step. But if you want to compose your own still life and then do it, please go ahead and try it. Because if you're going to just do what I'm going to tell you to do, then it is not going to help, right? So what I would suggest is, do experiment. It's okay to fail, because only when you are okay to fail is when you start getting creative. Because creative people experiment a lot. Those are the attributes of them. Experiment a lot. They're okay to go wrong. If something goes wrong or doesn't go well as per their plan, they change the plan. Because that is how we work, right, as an artist. And that is the skill which you need to be developing, right? So in the beginning, to just get frustrated with something which we are not getting, it's very common. Okay, don't have to get worried about it. It is fine. It's a process of learning, and we are not judging. And if you see that I have not graded any of your works, because if I start grading your work, you come under pressure. I don't want you to come under pressure, but I want you to enjoy the process of learning. Pay attention to the small tips and tricks which is given there in the videos. And if, see, the best part of having a video or a tutor who is going to tell you how to do it, you can go forward, back, you can pause, you can just do it at your own speed. Whatever project I have given, the maximum time you would have taken is for the still life painting part, where your sketching and your painting could have gone for 2 days. Rest all projects were 1 day project, like you would have spent like hour or maybe two maximum. But if you are busy doing something else, or maybe you're busy preparing for your IB, or you're doing some other course, do let me know. Because I'm assuming that it might be free time, so that you've taken up this course and you would like to complete it within the given time. Because what happens is, now, that is one of the biggest thing for IGCSE, A level or IB, that whenever we are given an assignment, there is a time frame. Please make sure you put a habit that whenever there is a time frame, you meet that time frame. If you're lagging behind for the time frame, that becomes a habit, and that's a very wrong habit to cultivate, because you're going to suffer a lot in submitting your courseworks or whatever in the next year, right? Because your level of thinking has to go higher. So make sure you kind of brush up on your discipline, your time management and everything. Make sure every day you have kept, maybe after lunch, maybe I'm going to work for 2 hours on my art project. So keep that discipline and a timetable, and follow it every day. Very, very important. Okay. So the coming, I'm going to put a project now, because I was waiting for you to submit the still life painting, which is still not done. The still life painting, which has got 1, 2, and 3 steps, 3 videos, 3 parts. So you need to submit that. Then you need to submit the charcoal single object, because see, the different mediums act differently. They create a different effect altogether. So you need to understand which is your favorite medium, right? So even if you're doing something by looking at it and you want to try something different, please, go ahead and do it. Don't hold yourself back if you feel that. And if you have done something else and you're not enjoying the poster color, but you tried something with acrylic, maybe you tried something with watercolor, please explain, please write a reflection. I wouldn't know if you don't speak out. Writing about an artwork, annotations are another supporting document, which is very, very important in educational thing. When you become an artist, it is a different thing. Whether you want to tell, not tell, it's totally your choice. But when you're doing a course, make sure you write it. Okay, writing is very, very important. So I'm going to post something to start with about landscape, and we're going to start with a fourth, fourth project. Yes, fourth project, fourth concept. Fine. Good luck, and please be in touch. Don't feel shy if you're not understanding. You can ask me as many times as possible. Remember, you're in the learning mode. Okay? Good luck.